Alright, there we go. I think we're all set up. Hopefully it's working. Give people a couple minutes to come wander on in. Anyway, hopefully everybody's having a good night so far. Good start to your weekend, potentially, even. Could be huge. Alright, oops. Forgore. There we go. Let's go ahead and get... Go ahead and get the Pures 2 going while we're waiting, of course, but... Got 3 games ahead of us for tonight here on BOON1ESPN for the first time in Seasons 9. Hopefully the last as well, but... Just waiting for a couple people to finish, and hopefully some of these games will start here momentarily, but in the meantime, we're just going to be straight J chillin'. Yeah, adjust this size real quick, make sure that Flambeau fits inside this little box. There we go. Alright, so it looks like just the Guardians of Beta just determining who gets the first ban and the first map choice. As for the other side, the Plague and Hyraxes, look like they're kind of just chilling and waiting for that game to begin here momentarily. I guess I didn't need to go live right away. I guess I could have waited till the game's ready. I thought we were close to hopping in, but I did not want to be the reason that we didn't start on time. Just put it that way. Because I guess it could give me time to get the squirrels ready over here on my laptop over here. Let's see that Plague game. I would love for it to start any moment here. I'll even give it the BOON1ESPN focus if we see. I'll even give it the focus if it starts. Whatever game starts first and actually comes in. Alright, I guess I'm being subbed out of this game, unfortunately. I was told I can't get to play. Hey, Plumshees, thank you for the tier 1 subscription. My Overwatch just died? Oh, I know what happened. Because I joined on BOON on my laptop when it should have been on my other account. But thank you so much for Twitch Prime. We appreciate that subscription. I have to remember what my other account login information is here, so give me a moment while I figure that one out. Okay, that was incorrect, but I think it's actually just... We gotta make sure Plimbo Schlimbo is online and ready to go for his moment in the sun. Alright, we're good. Alright, so as for the Plague and Hyraxes game, it looks like that the Plague have banned Tracer and the Hyraxes have banned Wrecking Ball. And looks like they're putting in the Willfish tank to begin things off here. I haven't played Overwatch on Plimbo Schlimbo, I guess, since Juno came out, because I just got the trailer for Juno on my other screen. So congrats for Juno to be released. A lot of streams, a lot of things going on, but the Squirrels game is actually starting here at 7:30, so We're gonna have 3 games going at the same time, but for now we have 0. You gotta love Aurora Overwatch Clash, 15-minute prep time for games. So I can go ahead and at least get something going here. Yeah, I would love to stream Overwatch too, actually. Gotta love streaming Overwatch to yourself in your own Discord server, where it's you and your alt account. Sometimes you gotta know what a ruin's gotta say, you know? Also, you can let me know if the music is too loud or whatever. Well, I'm kind of frantically trying to figure this thing out here. So, we go ahead and pop out this window. Looking good, looking swag. Alright, Hyrox and Plague have actually started playing, so let's go ahead and give that game a quick little focus in while we're waiting for the other one here. There he is. So this POV, of course, provided by Flambeau Jambo on his Twitch stream, so we do appreciate that, of course. And they're going back to the main menu. Fuck me. I have already had to fill 8 minutes. Oh, no logic hit us with the Eto Bleh. Hey, when that happens. I'll have to like go through and resize all this garbage once I actually have to hit the Discord stream up. That's going to be really annoying, but we'll figure it out. Okay, Plague are back in. So let's go back and top of the Hyrax and the Plague. I'm not going to give this one audio because it is the intercoms of the Hyraxes, so I'll make sure that they're safe and sound for the time being. So I have to cast from a Twitch stream on this monitor here while you guys are on this monitor with the other Overwatch game, and while my laptop is also playing Overwatch on this monitor. So a lot going on, but hopefully to give you as much action as possible here tonight. So I believe this Javunker Javine is going to be... That's probably WK, if I had to take a guess. Hopefully Flambeau Jambo realizes that they can close that hero thing by pressing left controller spacebar while inside the spectator lobby. They are playing this, the Whalefish Zarya composition, and we're already getting calls for pause. Alright, that was fun. That was a good 30 seconds of gameplay. What can I say? What is taking the other game so long? And why are both games going to fucking Samoa? What hive mind has linked these two games that go to Samoa in the same map? We don't play Cloth First anymore, ladies and gentlemen. You can pick it wherever you want. Hi, Paige. Welcome into the stream. You've literally missed 0 gameplay in 9 minutes. We've been sitting here fending for our lives in the menu screens. And it looks like it's not getting better anytime soon as Lobster has crashed in Overwatch. So the other game is still deciding what to do. So we're here. We're chilling. We're having a good night. My room is a fucking mess because we're moving Whalefish into the house. So that's half my garbage over there. And his stuff's in the hallway. So we're working on that, but got a fucking game to play, bro. Oh my god. I think Whalefish just died in the other room. Yeah, these games, if these games are starting at 7, I'd hate to see the 7:30 game is like. There we go. That's the right pounding. These games are starting at 7, and this one is starting at 7:30. I'm feeling like an 8:15. Okay. It appears Lobster is actually in game. The other game hasn't done anything. I hope they're not waiting for me. They're still doing bans. It's been 20 minutes. They're still doing bans. Gotta make sure they're right. Gotta make sure the bans are right. But anyway, let's go back in the game focus screen. Hopefully maybe we get to watch something happen. For once. I can't stall for much longer here. Alright, so we are going to be seeing this Reaper composition most likely. We're going to have that Reaper Zarya with the Willfish and Corey. You know, you'd usually think that Corey might be the Zarya and Willfish on the Reaper, but hey, we're going to switch things up here for the Hyraxes to make us our work. But here goes a quick TP. Out on the other side, but TP in here for Corey. Gets in the background. Force Wraith fairly early here, so no cooldowns over now on the Reaper. And a nice wall locks one in. It's going to be taken on down, so a good start now for the Plague as they have taken the Reaper comp. They've taken the initial engage of that Reaper and forced him back for now. Willfish does have a decent amount of energy here. 85 charge, walking him back, walking him down. Points is not open just yet for the Plague, but right now they have the control of the space over the map. Willfish building up a little bit here, getting stable by the team, but as they're coming in here looking fast. I don't know who the names are because I can't see their team's names. Apologies. I'm sorry, but Willfish's walking forward, 90 energy. Suzu is forced here by the Plague, but Hyrax is forced back away with another block from the Hazard, from the Frog Plague. Maybe I'll get some names. Okay, Strudel down first, so Willfish gets opening pick. So DPS down. It's now 5v4 now in terms for the Hyrax, trying things back. Willfish with high energy melts down both DPS. Annex 2 is down. And with Frito Chups, I don't know who the hell that is. And Painballer, I know Nort's on the Juno at least. That's a good start. But the other game has also begun as we now look at this about 29 to 7% for the Hyrax versus Plague. But both games starting here on Samoa and on fact the same point of Samoa, which is fairly interesting. We don't see it very often. I guess they're still picking characters on this one, but we'll go from Silvertel's POV on this screen while we observe the other side. It looks like the Prague Plague are forcing Hyraxes to retreat and reset as they are getting the kills. Willfish getting the reset on charge. Does have Graviton Surge though. Only ult online from Coruscant's off the Reaper as well over onto the Sojourn for that engagement. Back over onto our game here of the Guardians versus the I'm Beta. Killjoy start on the Sumatra, Maverick on the Sigma, so a different look for both sides here, but Lord hits a nice little shot on Sortal's, force that recall fairly early here. Lord with another shot on a Sortal's. 5 HP, does get out in time to stay alive. Killjoy getting easy sleep here as Jess gonna mark down that Ramatra and force him away. Nade is out here, doesn't quite land over on towards Killjoy, and Lore finds Sortal's here, marking that Tracer on the side on this Freya, making it work, and Corey with a 3k on their side. A quick little team wipe there for the Hyraxes. But back to our main game. Point still yet to flip here. Does go the way of I'm Better early. Maverick falling very low here. Caught inside a slow. As I'm Better with a Killjoy Macho will take control first on our map. You're meowing right now for real? I love it. Okay, Laura, another opening pick onto a DPS, but Killjoy will respond with a quick response over towards Laura himself, so it's going to be a 1-for-1 exchange. Point still in favor of I'm Better, but we'll see if the Guardians decide to engage with their advanced Strudel. Back over to Hyrax and Plague's game. Strudel finds the opening pick on a Didn't You See Me? That Genji now gone. No more bolt target here for Willfish. And the EMP lands on all members of the Hyraxes. Just trying to live here. Doesn't look like they're going to do that. And Plague get the reset. Strudel with a huge play for that team to bring that flip back in their favor. Is now 69 to 61%. Very close game happening over there. As still I'm Better in total control of our main game. Still having multiple ultimates here. Maverick subs over on their mantra to match off that Sigma, but right now Silvertel's on this Tracer, putting in some work, finding multiple. Maverick half HP getting healed up by Keo. Do they have enough to survive this one? Doesn't look like it. Silvertel's going to the Spawn Doors challenge. Does find Keo. It's just Maverick forced to use that form into the Pulse Bomb, gets invested in Lore, gets the kill. So still, Not a done fight whatsoever back in the Plague vs. Hyrax game. The Hyrax are getting sent back to spawn. Wolfish finds one on their tree, but Lobster falls with that beat. Can't quite use it in time. And 95% for them. It looks like it's going to be the Plague taking the first points of Samoa. There's going to be some desperate touch coming out here. Junker Queen is falling. There's Frito Chips and Junker. I don't know who any of these players are, but right now, just a block stop on point. Bit of a hazard. Wolfish finds solo. Stu will find the kills. And they're not going to be able to sustain. That's my first point going the way of the Prague Plague. On the other side, Silk Killjoy whips out this Ramatra Annihilation. Does expire here. Still a back and forth affair on the point. Raza does hold on to his overclock. Do decide to invest here. Paradox going on the attack. Looking to mark down the Sojourn. But now it's a 3-on-2 in point. Paradox still 1 HP. 97% to that beat. Cannot fall for uses its ultimate. Silvertails comes out of the woodwork and gets that kill. And now Andrew returns with the window and the overclock and gets a headshot over on towards Kyo. And it looks like it's going to be I'm Bad taking our first point of Samoa. A much less close affair here on this map. On this point than the Hyraxes and Plague game. We'll have to keep our eyes on this one. Now, moving over on to... I'm not sure what the indoor one is called on Samoa. It's like Volcano or Volcanic Activity or something. Volcano. For Plague vs. Hyrax. Taking over on the Zarya composition. Still down 1-0. Being the Hyrax walking forward, taking a bit of damage here, trying to get Wolfish some energy to build on up. But this Hazard from the Plague has been doing some wonders for him, as well as Anix, the rookie on the DPS. Well, I mentioned their name, and they're going to fall first to Corey there with a nice little shot on that charge rail. It looks like it's going to be the Hyrax taking first point control here on Volcano of Samoa. Now over onto Samoa Downtown for the I'm Beta going up against the Guangzhou Guardians game. No real swaps coming through for the side of I'm Beta. It worked out well for me. Let's see why they would have to swap a silver. We're going to have lore on the Genji here. Not something we really see out of this more hit scan player most of the time. Fight breaks up for first control here. Transflect seems to be the target of lore in the back line. Transflect flying low, has the top field just in time with slow orb as well. Comes on in, they're going to find Transflect. It's going to be one for an exchange. Andrew flying low, but Sword Tiles has found two. The Trace for I'm Beta put in some work right now on this off roll. Send the Guardians back to spawn. Back over on Hyrax versus Plague. Hyrax is still in control of the point. Looks in their fight victory for him here as well. Able to hold on about 40% here for him on Volcano. No swaps needed apparently to make this work so far. Hazard having a little more trouble with his more enclosed point, making it work. Back in order again, the Guardians started off with an opening kill over on towards Silver Tiles with Kyo swapping over on the Moira. In terms of ultimates, we're nothing for either team on the field. But with North's advantage going forward very aggressively here is going to be the Guangzhou Guardians looking to just get anything for their troubles. Transfer with Tyfield does win that one out, but the Guardians taking the first picks and taking point flip here eventually. Looks like they're going to kind of give us one for free here. Killjoy could have used that touch here, but in fact, it gets staggered on point a little bit by Maverick. And now looking to equalize here next fight. On the other side, it's one for an exchange, but still, NX2 goes in with that hazard of Frito chips, and they're going to find his kills for the Plague still. Hyrax is going to equalize with 2 picks of their own. Right now, 85% here. Lobster holding on this beat, not even needing it, and a lot of ults ready to go for the Hyraxes as they look to take this point and send us to a 1-1 here on Samoa. Dragonblade online from Didn't You See Me, as well as a Groudon Surge from Whalefish. Beat from Lobster here. Ready to be invested. Here comes a Blade from Didn't You See Me, looking for anything in the backline. TP away quickly. And it looks like they're going to get one as Paintballer gets caught. And with 3 kills for the Hyrax, they are going to equalize here at 1-1. Going back to our other game, Killjoy opts to use this Annihilation, try to force Maverick back. We'll get that kill. And it looks like the Guardians are going to get that flip right back, or I'm best going to get that flip back from the Guardians. And we're equal percentage here, about 49-32 for I'm Beta and the Guangzhou Guardians. While that other game is in a bit of a hiatus, we'll go ahead and get a quick look on a focus. On this one, Sword Tile is going to have that Pulse Bomb Andrew with that Overclock. Kyo going to be able to invest in with this Coalesce. A lot of ults here for the Guangzhou Guardians for this recontest of I'm Beta, with Killjoy not having that sustain with that Annihilation will be tough to break through, but Kyo falling so low will go down. Actually, be Raza to be punished. And despite the ult advantage, it's going to be the Guangzhou Guardians sent back to spawn. Kyo investing in that Coalesce, not going to be nearly enough to sustain through all this damage put out in the front line. Maverick instead goes in and uses this Annihilation, thinking it's winnable. Paradox responds with the beat of their own, but it's going to be Killjoy coming on top and finding his final blows and take it to the last fight here for I'm Beta. can potentially take a 1-0 victory here. All right, back. We're both now on downtown, so not to be confused here. Hyrax looking over the point up here once again. We're going to match the Zarya actually for the Prague Plague here. No more hazards. This is going to be a Zarya on Zarya duel. Back on our game, just going to invest in this beat before they contest. Lore with the blade finds 2. Trying to make it. The beat blade finds 3 from Lore. Looks like the Guangzhou Guards aren't done just yet. We're going to have one more fight here at least on downtown. The pulse bomb from Silvertal as well going to go wide. So heavy investment here. The window beat pulse bomb, and they're going to get the point flipped actually for him. So a good start now for the Guangzhou Guardian potentially bounces back in their favor. We'll have to wait and see. As for the other game, we're going to have the Hyrax taking first control of the point, 60%, and building up for him right now. Looking to put a bit of pressure on the Zarya. Comes Strudel back over on to this Sombra, making things difficult for WK in the back line, but still. Able to save through this one. Early Immortality, 4-star transflect here, and Lore's getting an opening pick here, just 1 HP. So it's 1-for-1 on DPS, but Andrew gets out with 1 HP and somehow survives through all this. This is going to be I'm Better with an annihilation on point from Killjoy. Find these kills, find these final blows, and might take the map here. Maverick trying to live as long as possibly can. But it's not going to be enough as they are going to fall. Just come back for the contest here, but just going to be Lucio and the Sojourn on point. Now just the Lucio. Killjoy and Silvertel's going ballistic here on Samoa. And that's going to be I'm Better taking the first map of Samoa. Back over on the focus game of the Preg versus the Hyrax. Still Hyrax is in control of downtown, 65% and building for him. Looking to put a bit of damage in. And we're getting some P calls here once again for the Hyraxes. This fight is still kind of going on technically. It's a lot of good stalling coming from the Guangzhou Guardians, but it's going to be eventually cleaned up by I'm Better as they take a dominant 2-0 win on Samoa and set themselves up early here in the series. Go ahead and get that store updated. Hey, we're getting lobby up. Who should we invite for your account? I think that somebody should have Plimbo Schlimbo added. Real Dog got Plimbo Schlimbo in. So yeah, have Real Dog invite Plimbo Schlimbo. And then we'll get that Discord stream figured out. Just it appears we had a disconnect there from WK. Not sure if they had ult or not, but with 75% in building for the Hyrax there in downtown, potentially take our first map of Samoa. That could be costly. Marnox thinks me support. That's probably right. I don't know who Photo Potato Chip is. And another pause being called about Hyraxes. Who knows a map one will ever finish? Alright, cool. Real Dog has invited me to a lobby in Overwatch. We're in. We can go ahead and quickly finish out this game, though. As the Hyrax look to take control, but they have to back up. Yeah, here we go. The big screen here. But Frito Chups. Welcome. Yeah, Paintballer is probably sending me, and Frito Chups, Mardox, I don't know. I have 3 games going on. Can you guys please just play on your fucking main accounts? And not have stream mode enabled? That'd be nice. Free touch-ups. Okay. Oh, yeah, I can't read. But Quick casino rush engage here now for the Prague play. Walking back. Hyrax's white push finds solo. Has to get the reset on the charge here. Now 40%. 40% now built up for the Prague Plague as Willfish had to get the reset over on the charge here. Didn't you see me? Does have the Blade online as well as the Casino Rush, but we're probably close to I have to alt track for the I have to alt track for the Plague because I can't see them. We probably have an EMP online for Strudel, but Didn't you see me's on the chase, just marking the Sombra down. Over to Ray engaged right down Main Street and Willfish down. The picks are here. Nordlogic with that over to Ray. Looks to have done just enough here. And they're going to kind of sustain here once again. They're going to overclock. They're going to have the beat as well as the Blade for next fight for the Hyrax. It's last fight territory. The Hyrax might have lost is based on disconnects, which would be unfortunate for them, to say the least. We'll see if this is the case, but we're seeing here Corey BOON1ESPN for touch-ups. Mardox going to get that kill. Corey dies with overclock. It's a disaster. However, they've gone back with 2 quick kills in response. And the Hyrax might clutch this one up. Despite the opening pick coming through, Willfish with that charge and the Blade from DGC to open things up. Might have gotten that first map there. 9%. Do they have a touch? Here might be the Sombra coming through. DGC on the hunt, looking to mark the Sombra out, not allowing to come on through. Oh, that's not the best there. As the Doomfist does get the touch. Overclock out from Corey. Finds Paintballer through the body of the Doomfist. Doomfist 1 HP. Just trying to sit alive as I possibly can. It's a 2-for-2 exchange. At 99%. No ults online. Appears for either side as Lobster with the melee takes down Annex. And the Hyraxes have clutched this up. And claimed victory from the Jaws. A defeat with some well-timed ultimates. And yeah, with this Casino Rush, that should be just enough to get that final pick coming on through. And Hyraxes take our first map of Samoa. There we go. We'll get that online. And now I got to figure out how to incorporate the Discord stream in here. So you'll have to bear with me while I figure this out. This absolute disaster out. You know, it's a good day when you get the Groot type beat in your ears from the purist too. I am unable to select my Discord window. Excusez-moi. There we go. There he is. There's Plimbo Schlimbo in all of his glory. Yeah, I mean, Neptune, don't wait for me. You just go. You're. I can't pay attention to any lobbies. So just frickin' run it, baby. And we'll get rid of this text. There we go. Heading to Lijiang Tower for the Astros and the Squirrel Squad first map. I need a window capture. I'm going to need some Game 3 action. Just to make sure I have this ready in case you want to focus on this match here. Whoa, there we go. And get that down here. Okay, we're all good. I got game 2, I got game 3, I got everything on focus. We are on fucking standby. All right, Kings Row and Lijiang Tower coming through. Make sure we get at least some POBs going for the Astros. We can get that game a quick focus actually while we're straight J chilling here. Going here on the control center, looks like a Sim TP comment coming through for the Astros, looking to build things up here as Hyper is on the tank here, of course, ringing for Trevin. As Neptune has a decent amount of charger. Jack gets that resurrection over to Rue, and Slade with a kill over towards Spinal. So, despite the early pick, it's going to be actually the Squirrel Squad potentially taking first control here. Voyager caught over on the Mega side. We'll get punched out here. Hyper falling fairly low here, but Real Dog on the junk. We did get the flip for free. Real Dog steps his little toes off for just a couple seconds there. And that's going to be the first claimed point of progress now for the Astros. As just trying to keep Hyper alive. Hyper falling so low here, but the block stop able to sustain through all of it and somehow still lives. Still a 1-for-1. This fight is very chaotic right now. As Real Dog is 75% to a annihilation, or not annihilation, a rampage. Excuse me. Voyager actually is going to be the one to open things up. Simwall off from Neptune. It blocks nothing. Just trying to block the escape potentially. But the point will flip for Shangri-La Squirrel Squad, and the reset has been called. Alright, back over onto our Guangzhou Guardians. Going up against I'm Beta. We're Guangzhou on the attack first year of King's Row. Oh, hold on. I need to make sure my thing is... Okay, we're good. Because I can't see my stream when I have all three games open, but... Going to have a bit of a soldier duel up top between Anjo and Raja, but Silver Towel, the Silver Tor, making an appearance early. Gets an opening pick. And the defense looking good so far for I'm Beta. I mean, they're just getting just random picks here with Silver Tor, just marking him down with those little, I don't know, molten spuds. I don't know what to call them. Now, see enough ball. I would have to agree. I don't really see the Trevin on the Ramatri here. Quick little update on the Astros and Squirrels. Going to be the Squirrels at 50% and counting, elapsing the Astros 32%. We're going to have High Noon here from Slade and Annihilation from Hyper. So still, only one all on either side as Jack on the Mercy doing a decent amount of work here. The Neptune May does trap out and find Real Dog with the help of Annihilation here as well. Slade with a High Noon going to get punished here, potentially forced to you cancel that ult early and try to roll away. But the Annihilation from Hyper is good at creating the space. Spinal will get exchanged. Point does flip in the chaos. And now the Astros are in a good position to continue to do well. Yeah, the Cheetos. I forgot that's a good call for it. But I'm Beta is just dominating on this defense right now. The Silver Torb is nigh immovable. As just zero answers right now for the side of the Guangzhou Guardians to try to break this on through. Squirrels and Astros. Astros could take a second fight in a row. Down by multiple final blows here in this fight. And no ults were exchanged except Neptune using that Blizzard and Jack with that Valkyrie. But the Blizzard coming out on top. Will sustain their control as last for territory here now. It's 72% and building for the Astros. And they're going for a bit of a spawn hold now at the door. Looking to walk forward. Slade taking Ice Cold to the head. But Voyager will whip out the blade. And look for anything. But it's not going to find anything in the middle of the Kasuna Rush. They have found Dish in the Chaos, however, as the Astros have to try to run away, try to stay alive as possibly can. Voyager again with the final blow to Spinal. Down in front of the beat, only going to find 3. Real Dog engaging quickly with this shout up in towards the White Room area. Rue is going to be exchanged Slade with another High Noon to try to create some zoning, try to create some space for the squad. Doesn't look as quite going to happen here. It's a very aggressive push in the backline now from Hyper. Has Annihilation, has the help of the Suzu. And they're going to walk in and find the first blow. It's going to be the tanks trying to open things up for the squad as Real Dogs found one on their own. But still, Annihilation will expire. Slade down. It's going to be 2 for 2 exchange. But the Blizzard from Neptune is going to lock down Real Dog. And that might just be as Neptune on the May continues to light up the kill feed and get these final blows. Some desperate touch coming through here from Voyager on the Tracer and Jack on the Lucio. But it's a 2-on-4 on the point. And Neptune with a nice little headshot there over on towards the Tracer to shut that down. An Icicle to the dome. And that's going to be the first point going the way of the Astros. Looking here for the I'm Beta versus the Guangzhou Guardians game. Laura over on the Hanzo here, but 14 seconds remaining in the time bank. They've got nothing to work with. Overclock out from Andro as well, with 7% in the kill feed. Do they have what it takes to open things up? Killjoy and Annihilation finds 2, and they just don't get the touch. The Molten Core from Silver Towels is simply too good. They cannot break through. And it's going to be a full hold here for I'm Beta, looking to pull off what I would consider a decent upset here against the Guangzhou Guardians. I mean, if you listen to my stupid power rankings where I had the Guangzhou Guardians at 6, I believe, and the I'm Beta at 12, I'm getting cooked. I'm getting absolutely cooked. Back over on the Lijiang Tower for the Astros versus Squirrel Squad. Got the symmetric comp out from Neptune. I'm guessing Pharah was banned. If I take a quick little hypothesis on this one, be that ban coming on through. But right now, hyper flying fairly low. Just has to try to stay alive through all this damage here. As Slade goes over on the Echo, playing more of that outdoor area here on Lijiang Gardens. And Riddle as well over onto the Hazard, showing that flexibility in the tank roll. Nice little Hazard roll, but a TP wave from Neptune will keep them alive. But Real Dog actually got Spinal, wasn't able to get into that TP. And both DPS now taken out for the Astros. And that's going to be the Squirrel Squad taking first flip here on Lijiang Gardens. I mean, Hyper does find one on the back end, but it is just going to be the Mercy. Additional Hyper trying to set those off as can over on towards the point, but yeah, it's just going to be that tank. It's just going to be a Hyper. Not long for this world as they're finally going to be spelled. Got a lot going on now, so we're back. Look at Batman up here up on the perch, the Torb, the Silver Torb. What are you checking, little bro? Checking the silence of that Torb turret? Make sure that works. Yeah, I'm not seeing Cool Guy in either. It's gonna be Raza. So Cool Guy must not be present. That could be a decent reason as to why it's not looking as clean here for Guangzhou. Perhaps missing out on Cool Guy. So Don you're able to focus on in, able to lock in, and call that out. So good shout. Maverick over on the Arista trying to stay as long as I possibly can. But it's not looking too hot, not looking too clean. Got to do the full hold combo here. Laura already got a Dragon online, though, 1 minute in. Hitting the shots over the Hanzo. Sorry, I just hit the microphone. Quick little update on the Hyraxon Plagues game. We have entered map 2. We're going to Circuit Royale. And it's going to be the Hyraxon attack first here. Andrew opening pick. That must be enough to do it. Laura down. The Dragon out of contention. Yeah, 2 kills coming through. They're just walking him down into the spawn room. It's just Maverick on point, trying to keep him off, but sent straight to the glue factory there. Laura's Dragon finds Silver Talus turret, but unfort. We can do a quick check back over onto the Squirrels game, as it was 80% basically for the Sangro Squirrel Squad opening pick here, but they are going to get the flip for the Astros. As Neptune swapped off the Symmetra over onto the Tracer. Good beat engage here from Donnerfried. And some good picks coming through. Shangri-La Squirrel Squad forced to retreat, forced to reset. And can't do much based off that one. First point is going to be captured, though, by the Hyraxes over on Circuit Royale. Fairly effective time bank there. 4 minutes and 51 seconds remaining for him on this push. And still have 4 ults on this one. Did you see me actually play in the tank here on this map? Not Corey in the Sigma. Fairly impressive. I mean, Flammo Jambo sending percent to the window is the first ult away. So looking pretty clean for him. We'll go back to the 4 window here for all of our viewing players. You got to update the score, of course, on game 1 for the I'm Betas. Taking us to match point now, up 2-0. As for the Squirrel Squad trying to come back in, it is going to be a pretty even exchange, 2 for 2. But Jack has fallen, so they don't have the Resurrect ability online. Hyper popping that Annihilation, trying to back him on away. Are going to get that pick here. And now, with this fight going the way of the Astros in a fairly decisive match. Well, they're still going here. A good Resurrect comes through in a Real Dog. And now, we have a second Ramatra on the field. As Slay got the duplicate and close to Annihilation. Rue as well holding on to the Casino should they even need it. Neptune forced to recall. Annihilation forced and just recalls right into the Annihilation from Slade. A good clutch here from Shangri-La Squirrel Squad. Not lying to get to 99%. As less for territory. And they're going to hold on to this Downpour, this Pulse Bomb, as well as the Kasune Rush. And they got 4 ults here. They're going to probably even things up on Lijiang Tower. Back on a Circuit Royale, we do have a 5-minute time bank now for the Hyraxes. as they continue to just march forward here on Circuit Royale and force the Plague back. Nothing they can really do against the Digicemi Sigma, I guess. Perhaps he is the Sigma male. We'll have to wait and see. But Corey falling low, but got the healing up from Flambo Jam, came alive. Space trying to be taken, but it's gonna be Corey finding Mistletoe. The Flux is gonna stop this annihilation right in his tracks, and Nort is down. Oh no, a waste element there for the Plague as the Hyrax continue the speed run of Circuit Royale. And as for our Lijiang Tower game, the Squirrels have equalized over at 1-1. We're going all the way to point 3 over on Night Market on Lijiang Tower. I mean, Whalefish and Corey, this DPS duo, putting in this work on Circuit Royale right now. Windows up, exchange up on the high ground. The swap from Nort Logic over on the D.Va, trying to steal with at least one of the DPS. Lobster down, but Mistletoe will fall. It's going to be a quick little advantage right now, though, for the side of the Plague. Just trying to bring it back. Flamagema 1v1ing on the high ground. Trying to take it here against the Sojourn. But Nort going to get taken on the back and fall and paintballer down. Nort Logic falls. And just the spawn's too much to overcome for the Hyraxes. I mean, Flambo gets one for the you know the spawn there for the stat card, but fortunately not much for him there. We'll get a quick little focus over in on the game that's type 1-1 on Lijiang Tower for the Shangri-La Squirrel Squad and the Armadas or the Armadas Astros. Again, another swap here from Neptune going over on the Torbjorn here to try to shut down Voyager and just say that shut down Voyager. They do just that. When some Cheetos sent the way of the small British female. Take them on down. Point does flip here for the Astros as they maintain first control. And he gets final. They get a couple of final picks here as well in the back end. So they're probably going to maintain the control. But Jack does get a res off. But Real Dog trying to sustain, trying to keep the Mercy alive, is going to get punished. And Jack as well is going to go down here. Maybe actually he's playing that well around the Mega. And the Astros will continue to hold here at 27% and counting. Back over onto our main screen. The once 5-minute time bank has now dwindled down to 2.5 for the Hyraxes on Circuit Royale as they try to continue to push in through on this attack. But they have been faltered here a bit by this Ramatra composition. Once you get to point C, a lot more enclosed, a lot harder for that Freya and Sojourn to find the value you possibly want here against the Ramatra. Opening window comes on through from Mardox, and they are going to find those kills over on to the Hyraxes. A good start, a good defense now for the Plague on point C, considering how bad the time bank was looking for him. Back over on Lijiang Tower, Real Dog may swap over on the Zarya to try to deal with the Orisa a little better, a little more counter comp, but it's going to be Neptune on the Torbjorn, continue to light things up in the kill feed, and find these final blows and find these kills, just dipping and dodging, using that short stature dodge out on that focusing beam of Slade. Jack will finally swap off the Mercy over on to the Ana, but is it too late? No ults to use for him. Spinal holding on to this Freya ultimate, having the bullet shot online. Let's go ahead and get a focus on this one real quick, actually, as they're just walking down the spawn room at 85%. And that might just do it. That might just be Lijiang Tower going the way of the Astros in a fairly non-competitive third points of Night Market. Yeah, they're going to get the desperate touches coming on through here. Do we get enough? I mean, Neptune has fallen, so Rue open things up. The bullet shot still online for Voyager. And the point does flip for Shangri-La Squirrel Squad, so we still got ourselves a game over there. We'll do a quick check-in over on Circuit Royale. 50 seconds remaining. All the time bank is dwindled for the Hyraxes as they try to keep fighting this one. They just see me falling a little hazy. The Flux online. Mistletoe falls here. But the Casino Rush was already invested. Mardox finding Lobsters a 1-for-1 exchange on the support line, but the spawn should favor the Plague. As we're looking at an overtime capture now, 20 seconds remaining in the time bank. Let's go ahead and get a focus on this one real quick as we continue to walk forward here. The Plague trying to hold them in overtime. 10 seconds remaining here, but Corey and Willfish have found the picks they need, and Nordic has lost the mech. But getting a 5-minute time bank down to 0.3 seconds is all the Hyraxes have. And yes, as for the Squirrel Squad Astros, the Astros do take the first map of Lijiang Tower. And a fairly close affair on Lijiang. Cool Guy has arrived, by the way, for the Guangzhou Guardians. So, potentially, a lot more interesting of a series coming up there. While these games are stuck in menu limbo. We'll do a quick check in here for the Hyraxis Plague game. Hyraxis is still up 1-0. And now a 0.3 seconds in their time bank for their attack. Flambeau MVP. 9-4, 8k healing, 3k damage. I like what I'm seeing. I mean, you got Did you see me with the 2 score line? 2, 2, 2, 2. But honestly, if you're the Plague, you will take that with a 5-minute time bank heading into both point B and point C to hold them down to 0.3 seconds. Looking crisp, looking clean. As for the I'm Better Guangzhou Guardian game, we're waiting for Cool Guy to come in, get logged on. Looks like they are finally here, and we're going to Watchpoint Gibraltar for our third and potentially final map of that series. Still haven't entered the game just yet, so. De Flambeau Jambo on to Baptiste. Didn't you see me nice with all rolls? Hey, I mean, hey, nice. He too with it. Good Maywall coming out for the Plague, but good see. Oh, Corey falls. Immortality Field not in time. And now no Immortality Field for your Sigma. And Flambeau Jambo potentially getting a bit zesty with that, the Immortality Field. Trying to get Corey's corpse alive. Not going to land. And the first fight goes the way of the Plague. But probably going to get one more contest here over on towards point A for the Hyraxis for the defense. We have entered the map for the Guangzhou Guardians and the I'm Better game. Oh, Corey down here again. That's probably just going to be point A. Corey does get res on up, but didn't see falling so low. Then Maywall isolates over on towards that tank. And a great time bank here now to start things off for the Prague Plague. We'll go back into our big screen here, or I guess our Boony big board. As now Cool Guy has entered the server, so you could be seeing a completely different game here for the Guangzhou Guardians. My number 6 team, don't let me down. Don't make me look like a dumbass here with the second BOON1ESPN power rankings putting you at 6. Another fight goes to the way of the Plague versus the Hyraxis here on Circuit Royale, as they have a 4.5 minute time bank still. Just getting up over the hill here on point B. Just trying to bring it through. Will push things up with a pick over on towards Paintballer, who we believe to be Senemi. So with Senemi down, potentially a good recontest opportunity coming through for the Hyraxis as they look to continue the hold here on point B, trying to make it work. Another good Maywall will isolate them. And the Blues on top of this one. Did you see me caught in no man's land? Immortality Field does come out, but it's not going to get enough. And they've lost the Sigma. And I'm not talking about me. Sorry, I had a hiccup. And that's going to be a point B captured with 5 minutes and 44 seconds in the time bank for the Prague Plague. Back over in the I'm Better Guangzhou Guardians game, Maverick just gets obliterated. Trying to engage it over on towards I'm Better. Killjoy continues to hold down the point. Kill this man? No. I don't think so. I have to disagree, actually. No. No. Oh, I need the monkey, but he's this hand, the thinker. So good initial start to their Watchpoint Gibraltar defense for I'm Better. Killjoy does fall down to 1 HP. Maverick gets a jump on it over towards Silver Talus, but the Ana is simply too clean with it, keeping them alive. It's going to be exchange on Freya's, actually, as they go 1 for 1. They go for band on the high ground Gibraltar. Rasa falling in low. Killjoy engaged over on towards the point and is holding 3 back by their lonesome. As I'm Better continues to hold Killjoy, did force to part with that Primal Rage over on towards the spawn, but finds Kia looking for Lori here as well. Doesn't need the Primal, and will get that kill. With that going on, we're going back to focus on the Hyrax and Plague as the Plague continue to push here. 4 minutes and 20 seconds in time bank, but Willfish does get one. Still going for a decent hold here. They did have 5 minutes of their own going into point C. Investing in his Valkyrie. Willfish down. Immortality field over on towards Core to keep the Mei standing in this fight. As Norlogic flying low, forced support with a self-destruct. Window invested from Mardox. Do they have it? They do not. As Didn't You See Me just flies on through and gets that kill over on towards Mardox and shuts that down. Norlogic trying to engage up on the window, up on the high ground. But that's going to be another reset coming on through. As for Watchpoint Gibraltar, we do have a fight victory now going for the Guangzhou Guardians. Or it should be Guangzhou. Apology, not Guangzhou. I'm sort of autopiloting right now. Guangzhou Guardians. Raza down first. Had the Casino Rush. Is not able to invest an ultimate here for the Guardians to potentially cap A. Laura falling very low here as well. Andrew taking the 1v1 against Laura. Going to win that one out and force him back. I'm better. See, you say kill me for the Sigma joke, then you come up with the beta joke, with the beta punt. What is that? Bola shot! That window needs to get repaired ASAP by, I don't know, Sandstorm Windows. I don't know. Maverick falling low here. The Bola shot gonna land, but it's gonna be the kills actually coming the way of Guangzhou. As support line falling down 1 HP. Do they have the kills coming through? They do. Laura lights things up on the kill feed. And Killjoy just trying to get some for the stat pad, trying to get some for the stat sheet. But that will be probably point A going. A nice sleep, but awoken immediately by Laura's right click. Oh no, Keo. That might just cost him point A. We'll see if they can do it here, but Transfect has the High Noon online up on the high ground. Looking to find some skulls here. Oh, and Raza down. They don't get the touch. Oh, that sleep. Oh, goodness gracious. These two just ended like simultaneously, by the way. It was about 2.5-minute time bank for the Plague when they finally finish. Stop Asian hate. I apologize. Hashtag cancel the commissioner or something like that. Alright, so it's gonna be a point A hold for I'm Beta. 79.99 meters is all that separate I'm Beta from a 3-0 sweep over Guangzhou. As the Guardians are looking to find any answers here. And here comes the riddle ball now. Oh, right. The reason that they weren't playing ball in this game, or no, hold on, this game down here, the Astros versus the Squirrels, because the Squirrels, or one of the Astros or Squirrels banned ball. So that's why we didn't see the Trevin cosplay as we normally would. Transflect your crosshair is disgusting. I want you to know I'm like personally offended by the box. Where is it? Yeah. Even with that damn box, you couldn't hit the rail. Hashtag spread transflect hate. We're stopping Asian hate, we're putting it all on transflection. So overtime is going to begin anew here for the Hyrax. It's going to push forward here with 1 minute on Circuit Royale. We'll go ahead and give that game a bit of a focus since it is overtime, since it is important. Oh, Norlogic gonna lose on the mech here, so a good start for the attackers of the Hyraxes. Did You See Me falling low? Has the cooldown to stay level on towards the Sigma. Force them back. And that might be point A going their way. Watchpoint Gibraltar. I'm Beta continues to push on forward here. Causing me a disruption already halfway to their final goal. As the Guardian just trying to sustain, trying to stay as long as they possibly can. Laura is close to this Bola shot. Both supports are nowhere near having other ultimates. And that's going to be Guangzhou going down to 3-0 to I'm Beta. We'll give I'm Beta their flowers here. As they get over the finish line, I'm Beta are going to take a 3-0 win. Back on Circuit Royale. I thought point A was a sort of a done deal, but Strudel coming up huge, finding 3 final blows on the May there to finish that pusher coming on through. And just to the end of B is all the Hyrax got. Back over on our main game, Watchpoint Gibraltar going much better for the Shangri-La Squirrel Squad. You know, actually, I can just join the Shangri-La Squirrel Squad game now. This game's over. I can just join the Shangri-La Squirrel Squad game and have it on my main computer. Chat, are we cooking? Chat, we're cooking. Just gotta make sure to move it. There's simply better. He. Yeah, congratulations. Neptune Widow. Gotta make sure to move this one down here now. And we can leave the Discord stream. There we go. Make sure to update the score for game 1. As a 3-0. And we'll put a big I'm beta up on the screen as well to show they took the win bigly or something. I don't know. Here we go. New image. I'm better. Whoa. Big fish. There we go. I'm better. Up at the top. We can go back down and check back in over on the Circuit Rail overtime. As the Astros are getting their absolute doors blown in by the Shangri-La Squirrel Squad in the ball duel. 4 minutes at the end of Watchpoint Gibraltar. Just almost getting that cap on in. The defense here for the Hyrax is trying to make it work. A big blizzard from Strudel, though. Didn't you see me has fallen? And the picks are coming through. Still 2.5 minutes in the time bank. How did Strudel build a blizzard that quickly? This man is simply a beast. He went to his physician. They called him morbidly a beast. Crazy stuff. Can make this one a little bigger. And yeah, the Shangri-La Squirrel Squad has just finished Watchpoint Gibraltar, captured all 3 points with 3 minutes 40 seconds in the time bank. So looking very good here for Shangri-La. As for the Hyraxes, it is do or die now, as just less than 10 meters separate them from a tied series 1-1. The Prague Plague walking forward here, but a window from Flammagemba on the corner trying to force him away. Strudel is in a bit of a flank position here. Immortalfield is forced in danger. See, we didn't get inside of it. They've lost that out. The Bob does get taken down, but still, the damage has already been done. As Strudel continues to walk forward, that wall does not care about with that Strudel M1 ability. And that's going to be the Plague tying us up here at 1-1. And now we go back to Watchpoint Gibraltar. While that game continues to look. Plague CR looking good. It is looking very good. As they do win that one and ties up 1-1. And now the Astros are sort of in a tough situation, having to answer a 3.5 minute time bank set by Shangri-La Squirrel Squad. As they out here looking deadly. We'll get some Wu Yang action here from Caden. Oh, Hyper just lost that mech like instantly. Not quite sure how that happened, but Neptune will respond with the opening pick over on towards the fray here. Not opting into the ball, but I mean at the same time that time break. I mean you've lost already too many fights. You can't match this time bank. You've lost too much already. I guess while we're in this mode, we can get some desktop audio going for this game. There we go. You guys can listen in on actual Overwatch sounds and not just listen to me yell into the void. Neptune again with a final blow. Trying to bring the team over the finish line here on Point A Gibraltar. But I gotta think the time bank might have already been dwindled down too much to match. As Riddle and Voyager continue just man this payload. Not allowed to move too much further down. Does just get under Car Washer, but Real Dog looking for a slam on the engagement already here, right as it gets under. Donner Fry getting caught with some shots, and the roll-on throw from Real Dog shuts down Neptune. The follow-up on that right click from Slade by Real Dog. Good to find that opening blow and win yet another fight. The sleep from way downtown from Dish. Hold up. But it's not going to hit too much there. Slam comes on through. Will force out Spinal for a little bit here. Real Dog up on the hard ground. Neptune 1 HP. Do they get the final blow? They do not. In fact, the DM from Hyper is too good. And will keep Neptune standing. Advantage Astros now. The bullet comes over onto the Wrecking Ball and just slides on in, but gets somehow no damage. Was it cleansed? I'm not sure what happened, but Real Dog still nice and healthy here. Close to the minefield. Kaden taking a couple shots. The Suzu from Jack is there, but not for Real Dog. And look at everybody looking at Real Dog there. The 4-man assist. Voyager will take it down here as well. So advantage opening here for the Astros with the Nano Boost on the Hyper as well. The Diva forcing the way. And that will probably point A going towards the Astros here. The slam in, and that's going to be point A with 4 minutes in the time bank. Finally being capped. Hyrax and Plague have not yet picked a map, so we're still not missing anything here. Slade with the boulder shot up on towards the high ground. Not going to find anything on that one. Spinal has the pulse bomb here, potentially looking for Real Dog to set that ball, get him away. But Real Dog continues being annoying here. Drawing a lot of attention. In fact, getting the final blow run towards Dish. The Roto Ball working miracles here. Well, speaking of miracles, Neptune is the man to do it. Another bullet shot online. Cart continues to move slowly but surely here through point B for the Astros. Shangri-La continues to contest the point ever so often, but the bullet shot mid-slam on a Real Dog really does nothing except force out the ammo, or force out the armor for a bit. Voyager gets caught between 2 DPS though. Spinal and Neptune shut that down. The rally comes out, tries to sustain through the engagement here from Real Dog. Donfry Keating, nice up and healthy, allowing Hyper to hold on to that mech. Hyper not having the self-destruct, having to use it that last fight to survive up on the high ground. Cure shot from Jack, but Kane's already fallen, so only solo heals for the Kiriko here. And doesn't look like it's going to be enough as Neptune continues to let the kill feed with the final blows. Do they have another touch coming through? They do with Voyager on this Tracer. Real Dog coming back in for another slam as well. I mean, Pulse Bomb from Voyager could be massive here if it lands on a target. It does not, but Dish gets slammed up by Real Dog, and the Spawn's now favoring the Squirrel Squad. Neptune investing in that bullet shot. Not going to find anything here. Dead on Fried 1 HP. Now the 3-on-3 on card, but no supports for the side of the Astros. Real Dog has fallen, and Neptune seals the deal on point B. But still, you cannot match the time bank of Shangri-La Squirrel Squad. 3 minutes 40 seconds on the time bank now. Real Dog will swap over on to the Diva off this Wrecking Ball. As for the other side, or as for the other game going on, the Hyraxes have selected Numbani for their map choice. We have not seen any bans coming through just yet, but Hyper close on a self-destruct. Big ult advantage right now for the Astros coming through. Trying to at least get close to the time bank of Shangri-La Squirrel Squad. Nano Boost online for Dish. We're looking to put it over on towards Hyper or maybe even Neptune. Kaden does have a bit of a counter for that dive, potentially on the Nano Diva. With that tighter rush, force him away. So that Nano Diva not going to do too much here. Just kind of negated out by that tighter rush. Recall force as well. And Donner Fried will go down. The Squirrel Squad surviving through the ult disadvantage, it appears. And holding on. And Voyager's Pulse One does get eaten up, though. Doesn't look like it's going to be chewed. That's going to be the best thing here for the Astros in this fight, as Shangri-La will continue their hold. And now, building up to their own self-destruct, their own Kasuna Rush. They have the bullet shot online here from Slade. See if they can't land this one. Get an opening pick. 2 minutes, 10 seconds left in the time bank form here. Looking for any openings. I mean, they're all stuck in that corner. There's this bullet shot going to land. It doesn't look like it's going to hit anything. Does force a bit of positioning from the support line, but they are going to be able to recontest here. Donna Fried close to the rally, but Jack gonna in fact invest in with that Casino Rush, and the follow-up over on towards Donna Fried shuts down that right potential here for the Astros. As Shangri-La continues to push forward, Real Dog is critical, can't lose the mech here. Looks like it will be sustained just long enough to keep that through this fight. Nearly 4 ultimates online for the Astros. Gonna open things up with the rally here from Donna Fried. Looking to take a bit of space here. Jack falling very low, but has TP and Suzu away. Voyager not so lucky, as they've lost out on that trace suppression in the backline. Kaden nearly has his Tidal Rush online, but gets the kill in spot, so no trace on the field for either side. Looking good now for Shangri-La. Just investing in this Nano over on towards Neptune. See what they can do with this ultimate. Kaden gets just puts that Suzu on down, and a big stun on the Tidal Rush from Real Dog, and Voyager there for the follow-up. And Hyper is trying to hold on to self-destruct for a rainy day here. But now 40 seconds, all that remains in their time back. I got something on my eye. I apologize. Oh my god. Oh god, that fucking hurt. But 4 ults online, and Donna Fried swaps over on the Lucio for a last second contest. If Voyager lands his pulse bomb, this map might just be cooked. Hyper falling low. Daxa still holds on to self-destruct here. Voyager's hunting. Any juicy targets for this one. Neptune's bowler shot. Not gonna find anything here. Jack investing in the Casino Rush here for the engagement. Suzu comes out. Do the land pulse bomb from way downtown. Oh, Dish just lands on top like a landmine. Oh, the bowler shot is big there as well. They just don't get a touch. And that's going to be a tied 1-1 series here for Shangri-La and Astros. Speaking of tied series, other games online. Hyrax and Plague now going on in Amani. I suppose I could actually just leave this game on my laptop and shut this down. Thank you, Plimbo Schlimbo, for your service. There we go. We'll turn off our desktop audio for this one, because I don't want to leak their comms. I want to be a good little Samaritan. Again, this was the map pick of the Hyraxes. Oh, good whip shot there. Keeping Flame and Jimbo off that high ground. It just please stop walking into the hazard wall. It does damage. Nort on the hazard here. So it's going to be the Nort tank comp here once again. As we're seeing the Flambeau tank Corey support Whalefish DPS duo or Whalefish DPS line here for the Hyraxes. So a third map and a third new look for him here. Probably not liking what they saw on Circle Royale, which after he had a 5-minute time bank dwindled down to damn near nothing and gets swept in overtime. I would agree. Mistletoe in a tough spot. Doesn't get away with the TP in time. Has an engage from Norway. I mean, Flemma finds so weak for them to really engage. The bubble falls off the high ground. Has to give that space. Opening pick, though, from Whalefish. Will get trade on out. 2 for 2 here. Both DPS for the Hyraxes taken down. As just Mardox trying to keep Nort Logic alive here on this Kiriko. But if there is someone to do it, it's going to be Mardox. Flamajambo trying to ice it over onto his Kiriko. Do they get the kill? They do not. And Flamajambo cannot sustain. As Nordrak takes that down. Nordrak with another of his kills. A reset has to be forced here by the Hyraxes. And potentially a comp swap as well, as Flamajambo is hovering over some heroes. What are you going to pick, man? We're going to get a hazard matchup. Flamajambo versus Nortlogic. 2 minutes left in the time bank for Hyraxes. As for the other game, we do have the... Who picked map? We had the Astros selecting the map, and they go over into New Junk City, trying to force out potentially like the no ball look from Shangri-La, as it was looking very dominant. Wolfish once again opens up with a pick over towards Mistletoe, so no support line now for the Plague on this point. It's just Senemi, and it's just Nordic on the... I mean, Senemi finds multiple kills here, trying to make it a dangerous contest here for the squad, but Corey does finally stabilize. Is this going to be enough for a cap? Do they have any touches coming through? Mardox comes back with the Casino Rush. I think it's winnable. Nanabu's invested over on towards Flambo Jambo. And yeah, with no supports, Norlogic opting to give up that point. And you got Casino Rush out if you are the Hyraxes for the Nano. Not too shabby of an exchange there. And as well as getting the staggers on the Plague. Wolfish Genji doing some work right now. Suppose while we're kind of in mid-fight here, I can go update some scores. For anybody just joining us, the Einbeta took a 3-0 sweep over the Guangzhou Guardians. And all of our other games are now tied up at 1-1. So, got ourselves some good Overwatch going on right now. Alright, back here. Flambo Jumbo down to those Mistletoe locked on torpedoes. And quick little reset being called for higher access here. 2 minutes 45 seconds for him here in the time bank on Nimbani B. They will have the downpour here from Flambo Jambo. Mardox trying to hold on to Suzu. Oh, and they were going to... A nice little downpour there from Nortlogic. Do they find any kills? They do find Corey off the back of this one. And Flambo Jambo keeps walking into a wall. Doesn't have the disengage tool, but Nortlogic might get punished here. Looks like Nortlogic will be able to block stop his way to survival. And sustain through all of it. I got a ping on Discord. Hopefully somebody yelling at me. No, not important. I'll figure it out later. No, actually, just tell them no. It's... I mean, they're asking who the MVP is. It's Silvertells. But, downpour out here from Nortlot, or from Flamage, but a great Suzu from Mardox. Just that entire ult down. NX2 with the blade, I believe. I wish I could see who's on both sides, but Mistletoe being the only casualty with all its ultimates being invested here. The blade finds nothing for the Plague. Flambo Jambo just taking the space, taking names, not allowing the Plague to breathe. Mardox with the Suzu will stop that from coming through. Senmei does get, then you see me on their side, so a Tracer duel going the way of Paintballer. But the Nano Blade from Whalefish finds 2. Can it find a 3rd? Do we get some chills warnings in the chat? Is there a cold front coming through? This fight's still kind of going on here, and now it might be a bit of a bounce back coming here for the Plague. Do they get the touch, or they do not? Oh wait, they do. And Mistletoe with the torpedo is gonna be enough. 1.13 meters. And 50 seconds in the time bank. But the game is back on. But they're back in 30 seconds, so we'll stay here for overtime. And then we'll go to our big board. Norlogic has returned the fray here. A good opening picker for NGC taking down Mardox. No Kiriko in the fight here. No Suzu, no Kasuna rush. And they are going to get that cap over on towards B. Unless a miracle gets pulled out now from the behinds of the Plague. And it looks like it will not happen. All right, back into our big board here, as Trevin has returned. The prodigal son is here. No more Hyper Ringer. And Renegade is also in. So Renegade asking where they were in chat like 10 minutes ago. You're right there. Also, no, I'm not balding, chat. Just my bangs are pulled back because I'm in the hat. I'm not balding. Enjoy my 5-head. Slade will go over on towards the far right here. Once Neptune sees that, we'll see if he decides to match. We'll stick on the Torb for now, potentially expecting the Riddle Ball. But seeing Joker Queen instead, the Torb finding a little less value than potentially they would have wanted. Opening fight still engaging here. Renegade falls as the Astros are now down their main source of healing with a Juno out of the fray. Dish, only source left on this Kiriko. I mean, Neptune is 9 HP. Has he going to go get this mini pack? As Trevin getting chased away by Real Dog and Slade. As first flip, First flip goes over to Shangri-La Squirrel Squad. And Trevin down. They're going to get some more percentage off this one. Back over onto our other game. It's going to be the Hyrax is taking a fight victory here. 36 remaining on point C. A watch point are on Numbani. Had to invest via Albus to do so, but they are going to get a little further here on towards point C. Not a done deal just yet. They do have about halfway to go. But they're doing a spawn hold. Trying not to allow them to breathe. If they can cap with time, have a huge advantage here. And Corey finds Mistletoe as well as Flambeau with the hold. NX2 goes in the back with a blade, but they don't have numbers. And 6 seconds is remaining. Do they get the cap with time? 3, 2, 1. They get it with 0.8 seconds. So they do get a chance at another attack should it be needed. A clutch play there from the Hyraxes. As for the other game, we have a 97% cap here for the Squirrel Squad. As the Astros are forced away, Real Dog continues to hold the doors. Neptune did swap over on the forward to match, but they don't get the touch, and that's going to be point A of New Junk City going to the Squirrel Squad. And they all hold on to all their ultimates except for the Valkyrie to do so. A little bit of a nasty stagger on a Spinal as well. I guess while the other game is in Hero Select, we can go ahead and get a bit of a focus on this one. There we go. Real Dog holds on to this Rampage for his next engagement here. Trevin close to a minefield. A lot of All-Arabia pressed here, but an advantage here for the Squirrels. As Slade continues to dominate these chokes with this far barrage, with this far damage. Neptune might be on fraud watch. They're getting diffed here by Slade on the Farah. Oh, here comes the barrage out from Neptune. Does get Voyager. Point did flip here early for Squirrel Squad. Oh, Renegade is in trouble. Gets caught with that knife from Real Dog mid-flight. Can't get that escape tool coming through. And Neptune letting Slade know they acknowledge the gap that happened right there. Oh, Trevin 1 HP. Get the midi! Doesn't need it. Trevin goated. And Squirrel Squad continue their hold here, 41% and counting. Only having to invest in that barrage and that Rampage. On the other game now. Still fighting this one out. I mean, Lobster gets caught out in no man's land over on the coastline. And it's not looking good here for Hyraxes as play continue to walk forward. They've got Miss Flembo down as well. A disastrous A defense here on Numbani for the Hyraxes as they take control, being the plague. Still going for it here. Squirrel Squad versus Astro. It's going to be an even exchange of ultimates here. Trevin invests in that minefield, but Renegades that reach the res, but Jack responds with one of their own. Dish has fallen in the meanwhile. Point still in control of the Astros, though. Just pure chaos on both sides. Spinal will use this high noon to try to get one, gets finds two! Takes the pharmacy out of the sky. And finally, the reset has been called. And it appears the Hyrax's faith in this, like, Ramatra swap is not paying dividends as they potentially would here against the hazard of Nortlogic. 5 minutes into point A capture here for the play. Continue to walk forward. Looking to deal some damage. Whalefish comes in. The Suzu is forced. Oh, the nice little pulse bump there from Senemi. Finds Whalefish. They've lost Marnox on the other side, but Hyrax is still down numbers here. Lobster just trying to get back, trying to keep them alive. Corey responds, so now it's a 2-on-2. 3 for 3 up for the point. As the slow walk back begins here for Flambo Jambo. And Annex 2 on the Genji. Finds 2 and finally, I think, finishes off that fight. As for New Junk City, it's a team wipe for the Squirrel Squad. And they're going to cap a second point that sends to a map point here on New Junk City. Trevin might get a touch on the Wrecking Ball. Trying to hit it, but they are not going to get it. And nice little clutch there for the Squirrel Squad, bringing it back down from 99 to 70 or whatever that was. Consumer shot from Corey here from the Hyrax over on the Numbani, but the Annex 2 Blade has found pay dirt and finds his kills. Annex 2 again with multiple fun. Annex 2 with 3. Annex 2. Potentially the truth has been found here. As it is just going to be a little bit of a staggering coming through, trying to get those touches here for Whalefish and Corey. But 5 minutes in the time bank now for the Prague Plague as the Hyraxa continue to try to struggle on their defensive sides. Jack getting the reservoir run towards Voyager. Trevin with the minefield on the point, but the picks are here for Strangle Lost Squirrel Squad. Dish 1 HP, and it's just the minefield here. Yeah, Trevin gonna get pulled with a knife and flashbanged. The life of a wrecking ball. As Strangle takes first control off just using the Casino Rush. Renegade will swap off the Mercy and go over onto the Wu Yang here. So now Neptune is unpocketed in the sky. As Slade now the slight advantage here. A lot of ults online for both sides here, but Dish with the most important one being that Casino Rush. Real Dog taking a lot of damage on the contestant here. Voyager the High Noon. And they get Neptune in the middle of the Casino Rush. Slade will fall mid-use of that barrage. And how does Voyager survive with 1 HP and finds 2? Oh, finds 3 Voyager, the 4K there in that fight. Lands those headshots. Let's know the Peacemaker. New sheriff is indeed in town. Alright, over on the other side. Back to Nimbani. Advantage here for the Prague Plague in this fight. DGCB does get one over towards Mistletoe, but the orbital array from Mistletoe is too much. And the Squirrel Squad take us to match point after taking a 3-0 victory on New Junk City. So we go ahead and give some focus back over onto Nimbani here. 3.5 minutes in the time bank now for the Prague Plague remaining. Going to use that downpour here. Going to trap Flame with Jambo. Souza comes out, and DGCB finds Mistletoe. The response to that downpour being the opening pick, as well as that beat coming through from Lobster. And now only 3 minutes in the time bank for the Prague Plague to finish over on towards Nimbani. So good little bounce back here for them on their defense after 5 minutes. Hoping to pull a similar maneuver as to the Plague did to them on Circle Real, holding 5 on point C. Bit of a slow approach here now for the Prague Plague. Casino Rush engagement here out from Corey. Going to be matched by Mordox. It's going to be a paved roads here going back and forth between both teams. Milto with the torpedoes will find Wildfish, and now both TPS taken out of the fray. Annex whipping out that blade to seal the deal. Here to show support for Annex 2. I mean, 29-9, Annex 2 might be the truth. I'm starting to see the vision. And Semi lands the pulse bomb to Lobster. So they're going to be down that for the contesting, and we're going to get a 2-minute time bank here for the Prague Plague. Once these staggers are taken care of, it's just Flamajambo, no bubbles on the point, and no hope. 3 minutes to 1 for the Prague Plague. Unfortunately, Tookiepook, I'm not in that lobby, so I can't give Annex 2 your blessings, but maybe they'll watch the VOD, and maybe they'll see that you gave them good luck, so. They're the one lobby I'm not in. Looks like Flambo Jumbo will opt in here to using the hazard to try to deal with Nort Logic on the other side. The Kiriko saw from Corey not opting to play that Ana. A little difficult. Into the Mardox Kirikos, as well as the Senemi Nort Logic dive. Kiriko much more survival, much more useful with the cooldowns on that. Bob's trying to over to Ethereal Realm. You know, I fucks with it. I respect it. That's GOAT status. That's Tookiepook status. And now, the Scroll Squad and the Astros have also picked Nimbani. The Squirrels have banned Brig, and the Astros have banned Freya. So we're probably gonna see a lot more Pharah action over on Nimbani. So both games will be at match point here. I didn't realize that you guys unfortunately didn't get the music while we're in the focus mode. I've just been here listening to myself. My fault. You just heard me yelling into the void for no reason. Didn't you see me the opening pick, though? There we go. We'll get you back into we'll get you back into some music, provided of course by the esteemed the purist too. Who else do you need? So even with the 1 minute time bank here for the Hyrax, look, they will cap over on towards point A. Opening pick from Didn't You See Me will lead to a point A capture. Plague forced retreat for now, and we got ourselves a little pause. So back over onto the main focus screen for the Hyrax versus the Plague. Very close game, actually. Both, you know, the Koth of Samoa going all the way to 3 points. The Circle Royale going to overtime. This map going to overtime. Very close affair here now for Hyrax versus Plague. See what happens here in the overtime. The overtime ticker has begun to whisked away here. Nortlogic no longer having the block online. Has to give up some space here. Goes for the recontest, in fact, over on towards Corey. And Nortlogic with the quick feet, staying alive on the map and somehow surviving the casino shot from Mardox. This could be enough. Mizuto is the eye of the enemy, and that's not going to do it. Nortlogic playing with death there is able to get away with it and sustain and come back for the overtime. All right, both games now online, and once again, both are on Nimbani. So have fun with that. Have fun keeping track of this, and they're also all going to be on point A. So really have fun keeping track of this. Neptune will play the Echo here, not wanting to match the pure aura of Slade. Understandable, after getting gapped that hard on last map. But Riddle Ball is back, and it will get mashed up with Trevin here. Oh, Riddle with an awkward roll out there. Thinking maybe we're going back to the old Nimbani, potentially not used to the new changes. Ran to a wall. Riddle Dog doesn't get out there. The focusing beat from Neptune too strong, and we'll just melt down that Wrecking Ball. A tick not quite garnered just yet here. The Astros holding strong. Neptune will fall. Same with Donafried. So, I mean, Riddle's already returned to the fight here. Trevin will be here for the contest, but oh, the little bit of a pincer from Voyager. Dish 1 HP. And Voyager putting in some work on this Tracer right now, forcing them back. Pulse Bomb. Maybe trying to do a bit of read over the Wrecking Ball. Not looking too hot. The slam through. Real Dog looking for a target. There's nobody there. Slamming his demons. A tick and a half has been taken here. But Dish on the return. Oh, Neptune getting caught by their little toes there. On their retreat, but again, the respawns are here. Oh, Riddle Dog finds another. This is a very awkward fight coming through, but Real Dog's coming out on top, finding 3 picks here. Donafried also 1 HP. Do they have the follow to finally kill this Lucio? Voyager not there. Had to retreat. Had to claim that Mega. Point A, nearly going the way of the squirrels, but not quite yet. Do they decide to invest in the ultimate as they do? Here comes a minefield out to try to keep Neptune back in a small room. He is stuck in no man's land. And now prize be Point A going their way. Speaking of Point A, Hyrax versus Plague will give them a bit of a focus here. Since it is overtime. The defense for the Hyrax is looking good, as they've got about a minute and a half off the time bank here. Flambeau running back for the respawn. Looks like we'll get back in time for the fight to really break out. Willfish turret is down. The 6th man has been taken care of. Flambeau Jumper retreating. Consider out from Mardox here. Troubling it up, but in fact, didn't you see me the opening pick? Bit of an even exchange here, but Mardox still has that Concerns on the point to keep him back. Oh, but Mistletoe gets just taken out. Flambeau Jump finds both supports in the back line. Concerns from Corey, the later Casino Rush finds the value they need, and they're going to get it all the way to last fight. Back on the other game, we'll keep our eyes on I don't know, Jundog, what do you want to call it? Riddlebin. Construction are exchanged, but the Bob comes down for a huge investment right now for the Astros. Kustrush Bob beat coming out here. And now Neptune's in no man. Neptune! What were you chasing? There's 3 in that room. Now the knockdown over on Donnerfry as well is the follow-up there. Doesn't look like it's Spinal though. The Ashe not in a good position. Gets taken down. As the Squirrels continue to push forward. Donnerfry caught out trying to stabilize on the point, but Trevin will just try to retreat for their life. Not looking hot for him here. We'll go back to the focus screen for our Oblivion overtime push. Did get contest, but Plague looked to be falling to the aura of the Willfish Torb. It's a very even fight, but didn't you see me coming out on top of the duels in the side? Annex 2, the Truth! Still trying their best to bring back Nortlogic has returned, but didn't you see me finally shuts down the alpha threats? And it's just Nortlogic against the world, plus a Tord turret, Molten Core on the point to settle it on down. And the Hyrax was sent to match point, up 2-1. Guess I have to focus on this game now. Riddle Jun, 3.5 minutes in the time bank for him to go into point C. They have this minefield online. They have the overclock as well. No ults on the other side. Neptune makes a distance swap around towards Tracer to try to match out on a Voyager. But forced a recall here. Neptune 1 HP. Then he got in time, but Slade with his overclock looks to unleash. Donnerfry playing with death there, able to slide away and get away. Neptune's pulse bomb goes wide. Spinal in a cheeky little spot here up on the top right corner. Using that remote detonation of the dynamite to keep playing these corners to try to stay out of the LOS. Out of the Wrecking Ball. I mean, Trevin just being a nuisance right now. Real Dog uses minefield to keep in this little corner. They are stuck as Dish and Spinal are in no man's land. Nice little minefield force in position there from Real Dog. And this looks to be yet another good time bank coming through for a Strangleoff Squirrel Squad, as the ball duel is not going the way of the Astros at all here. Alright, while we're here, I can update my scores. There's your score. There's the score. It's 1-1. Once we get down to 1 game, I'll throw on Autoprod. Once we get down to 1 game, the Autoprod will go on. We'll have all the fancy graphics back. But I gotta have the ability to jump in between games here. And it looks like it's probably gonna be the Plague game that gets the Autoprod. Because they're up 2-1 now, Hyraxes, but the Strangleoff Squirrel Squad also up 2-1 now. We have 2 match points currently going on, but this game is in the map 4, the deciding potential map 4. And yeah, the Hyraxes are doing a reset, so we got some time. We got some time to burn. But I guess for you, Melon, in case anybody like Melon is just joining us, our first 7 o'clock game went to the beta, taking a 3-0 sweep over the Guardians. The Hyrax currently up 2-1 over the Prague Plague. And the Astros and Strangleoff Squirrel Squad is going to be up 2-1 after taking Numbani as well as New Junk City. So there you go. Everybody's all caught up. We're all square. Square. Neptune Cassidy. When's the last time we've seen this get pulled out? Just shoot Riddle Dog. Everybody shoot the ball. Shoot Riddle Dog. Kill him with hammers. Kill him with fan the hammers. LOL XD. I'm like the 3rd funniest guy I know. Caden with open pick over on towards Spinal. Shuts that Hanzo trick down. Shuts down the ability of the random loss coming through the choke. As Caden, 70% to the wave rush already, to the Tata rush. Looking a bit slick with it on the... Ung still got it here on the Wu Yang. Oh, and that's why you take the Hanzo out, because Spinal finds Slade to open things up. Spinal's already done the damage they need. I mean, but Real Dog is still alive, though. Very threatening statement. Goes to go get that Mega. Tick garnered here. But the numbers heavily favoring the Shameboss, or the... why... Junbin, why are you spawn camping? Junbin! No! That's just bullying. Real Dog no longer commissioner, all of a sudden becomes evil Real Dog. Save our ball. Oh, they don't hit the wall there. Oh. All right, we've lost the Riddle Bin license. Hitting the wall like that. Jundog is gone. Hiding out from Neptune here, up on the high ground, looking for a bit of a reload potentially. As the Astros are kind of breezing through point A and B. On Nambani, Voyager. Oh, it's the midair stick! Excuse me, hold on. Dwayne Wade to LeBron James. Voyager lands that stick. Gonna bit sick nasty with it. Neptune gets caught up. Buzz get out here. Tighter rush over on towards Riddle Dog on the slam and the markdown, but Donna Fried gets the beat off just in time. Trevin didn't quite get the beat, but has the flux to follow it on up, and Jack, 1 HP, make that 0 as Neptune finds 3. That'll be point A taken here, or point B, apologies, by the Astros, and a 5-minute time bank. Looking very good. Yeah, Void Sing and Riddle Bin trying to bring it in. Unfortunately, they're going against Troc. I don't know. I'm trying to make Hawk for Sigma, but Troc and Neptune free. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Real Dog does have Minefield here for the contest on point C. This is where a lot of time banks kind of dwindle away on Nambani. It's not quite Kings Row point C, but it is a close second. High noon here from Neptune to walk it on in, but the Minefield will stop that from getting brought further. Jack as well swapped to the Mercy of all things, by the way. Didn't see that happening. Minefield will kind of negate the push for a couple seconds here. When does the dragon get unleashed? Right now. It gets no. Oh my god. We almost got justice out of that voice line. True. True. And the Astros do not want to go down in 4 here. They're going to try to switch to a mat 5 with a blistering time bank here. Donnerfry close to that beat. Oh, was slayed down as well. Not too good. Let's get some Riddle Bin POV. But a beat from Donnerfry might just seal this deal. High noon as well from Riddle Dog. Oh my goodness. The good combo there from Donnerfry with the boop to get Riddle Dog into position. Melon. Melon-chan. Daijoubu desu ka? Daijoubu desu ka? Melon-chan. Why are we sad? Damn. They're not okay. Oyaka 12! We gotta get like the Korean casters. Oyaka to 12 to push, member! Oyaka 12! Melon shower! Something like that. Why is Flambo typing anyone else a fucked up chud like me? We can see your fucking chat, bro. We can see your fucking chat. You ain't slick with it. Over on to Esperanza for the Higher Access and Plague game. Hyraxes are at match point, 2-1 right now. I'm not a fucked up Chud Melon. No, I'm a. I don't even know what I am. I'm a big male. I'm my own. I'm my own being. I'm gonna get forced in boxes like you chuds. All I'm saying is you send an alpha to the pack and he comes back a leader. You send me to the pack, I come back pregnant. Anyway, spine opening pick with the Hanzo. It's gonna be exchanged 1-for-1, but Dish just lands that headshot over on towards Voyager. The Slade Farah is putting a decent amount of pressure on his Real Dog. There's 4 people chasing Real Dog. Please. Take some space off that. Don't let Riddle Bin go to waste here. Oh my god. Almost just got off the map. Oh, Real Dog too nice with it. He ain't falling off that map. What is this camper doing, bro? Is Neptune playing CSGO? Is he playing a different game though? Is he playing Valorant? I'm holding Cubby. Hit 130. Ball hit 130. No dart. He's actually. What the? My Schizo Cassidy. Trying to hit a flick high noon. Real Dog does find Spinal. Oh, Neptune wants it. Oh. And down in front of the celebratory beat. Alright, back over on the other side. We did the Whalefish tank composition in. Whalefish over on the Orisa.
Score 3-3. Switching sides.
Booney, when we're gonna cast a horse game? Whenever you want, man. I'll cast next game against the Puffles if you want. We can run the I don't think we have a comp without me with you and Melanin, so we can run the U bench comp. Yeah, let's run the Yak bench comp. I like what I'm seeing. Anyway, Whalefish is fucking pounding right now on the Rissa. I hear him popping off over there in his room. Yeah, you're good with that one? Alright, yeah, I'm good with that one. We can cast together. Oh, that's great. I'll take Melon's no as an approval. Log in. We are one fight away here from a map 5 as the Astros look to take us to a map 5. The Hyrax look to be in decent control of their game. Up 87-30 on Esperanza and match point.
4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Disrupt defend objective A.
Now, the Shameful Squirrel Squad did get a tick, so it's not a drawable situation here for him. Oh, look, this fast rotation coming through for the Astro. Definitely being called by Neptune as he was just running up the stairs, just showing off this calisthenics. Caden 1 HP gets out just in time though. So a bit of a map flip coming through now for the Astros. But they are kind of stuck in a cubby. Oh my. Neptune getting healed up with the amp there from Donna Fried. Real Dog can't get caught out here. Has to hold on to this mech with Caden being down. There's only one source of healing for the squad. Neptune surviving the double dive here. We'll get out Donna Fried. Maybe not be so lucky here. Donna Fried 1 HP. Voyager can't get the final blow, but it will be slayed. A very messy fight coming through, but I mean, Neptune still wants it. The Sim Turp from Spinal. From beyond the grave. A tick has not been garnered just yet here, but the Sim Turps are just a bit too much, and then the high noon for the reload. And we're going all the way to map 5 for the Ashes and Squirrels. I don't think we're getting an out of prod focus game here. I think we're gonna have to go 2 map 5s because looking at now, the Plague are now only behind by 19 meters. Here in Esperanza, Corey falling low, forced retreat for now. Plague forced him back. Oh, good opening pick though, but didn't you see me? Finds Strudel. Corey goes in for the TP, potentially looking for a Death Blossom. Wraith form is forced as well out of Annex 2, I'm gonna assume, on the DPS here. Senemi gets one up back over on towards Lops still. An even fight here. Both teams scratching and clawing, trying to get back. Don't you see me? Their name is Didn't You See Me? They're just Didn't You See Me. Corey Death Blossom finds nothing. Oh my god! As Annex 2 and Strudel find multiple picks here, and that's gonna be a checkpoint garnered. Didn't you see me looking for maybe a touch here? I understand that you asked who's Didn't You See Me, because like we have Paintballer, something touch up for Mardox. Corey's turret is down. Paintballer falling low here, but gets taken down. The orbital ray, but potentially not in time from Nortlogic to keep the team alive. Didn't you see me putting some work in on this Tracer right now? Getting chased around by Strudel and going to lose the 1v1. Only 7 meters separating them. Free touch-ups finds the Toro turret. And with the Orisa down, Nortlogic on this Juno finding multiple. And they're going to take lead. Nortlogic with 3. Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. Who's Paintballer? Paintballer is Senemi. Paintballer is Senemi, and free touch-ups is Mardox. Oh, Annex finds... Okay, and Junker Queen, or Javunker Javine is WK. There's a lot of ult accounts in this game. Annex 2 has been taken down, but free touch-ups has already found 2 in the back end of this one. Did you see me force the recall? But free touch-ups is just being a demon in the back end with Nortlogic. Did you see me has to run back towards middle? And now 130 meters for the Plague. As Strudel continues to mark out Didn't You See Me here on the side. Not letting the Tracer contest this point at all. Looks like they are going to concede some space here. Who is Strudel? That's a good question. His name is Ryan. And as we all know, people who are named Ryan are really fucking stupid. I'd hate to have a name like Ryan. Good thing mine's Booney. Oh, free touch is going to eat the pulse bomb from Didn't You See Me. Strudel has been taken care of on the back line. Oh my. Paintballer moving different right now. I mean, Mardox might just be kind of a diva demon. I'm not going to lie. Might just be Mr. Diva, actually. Lobster, you have to steal bot there. Lobster, you have to steal bot there. You have to steal bot there. Can I tell you who Corey is? How do you describe someone who's so, like, ethereal? As I say, they're ethereal, just misses the wall in the diva in their small room. Might not be Mr. May. The Casino comes out here from Paintballer from Senemi. On the point, forcing away. Willfish is gonna... I know in 3 seconds Willfish is gonna use downpour because I hear it from this room over here. Nortlogic caught down. The Plague making this scrappy here. As there is only 15 seconds remaining now. But they do have Blizzard Pulse Bomb as well as Beat. So very doable. They are still down 40 meters. So probably at least 2 fights here for the Plague, if not 3 if they go fast. Everybody getting a good spawn here from the Plague side. Oh my. Corey taking 2 straight headshots there from Paintballer on the Kiriko. Having no more block here ready to go. Do they Blizzard! Oh, they don't! They hold the Blizzard! The beat only finds a few here in the higher axes have fallen the plague. Are taking us to map 5 here once again. 2 map 5s at the same time. It's just Willfish on the cart. Corey 6 and 10. Mion May. Hey, by the way, we're back in this game, by the way. Two map 5s. Who would thunk? My throat is getting sore. My water is like across the room over there. And I can't leave you guys for 2 seconds because if I leave, it'll be like, where's streamer? Where's my consistent stream of dopamine? Where's streamer? Oh god. Yak, don't look. Yak, look away. Yak, look away. No, this is not a good comp. Yak, don't look at this. No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. This is not the play. Oh, look at this one. The Sojourner got the kill. Look at this one. Look, the Sojourner got the kill. No. The legs did not get a kill there. That's just that's misinformation. That's a CSS error actually. I mean, I can't really argue with the results so far, Melon. They're 100% win rate on this character in the fights. I don't know. Real Dog here on the wrecking ball, trying to stop this at the corner. Donify playing a little bit of Ring Around the Rosie there with Real Dog. Also, I need to take this. I need to show you guys I'm not bald. I'm sick of looking over and just seeing my 5 head, okay? I'm not bald. Real Dog has marked over onto Spino, has marked out the alpha threat. And forcing away. And there's going to be a checkpoint here for the Astros. Very quick checkpoint at that. Comes in engagement here from Riddle, just trying to keep things occupied on the point, but Neptune almost having this overclock for the engagement. Oh, okay, never mind. Rue just says, fuck you. Oh! Hits a nice little dink on the escape there as well. Renegade getting a bit staggered out here as well. Oh, and hold on, mate. Don't re-engage now! Renegade said, I'm him. Just went in with 2 HP against 5. I'm him. Allow Down and Fry to get out. That's a true hero. The real heroes are the ones that don't make it back. And yeah, we got 10 ults on the board, except Voyager just tosses theirs in the void. Here comes the visor! Chills check. Chills check. That's the biggest visor I've seen all season from a soldier. It might be the only one, but it is the biggest. There are many like it, but this one is mine. Renegade doing a bit of mind clearance there with that ult form, but Spinal gonna get caught with a right click from Slade. And it looks like it will eventually, all ults being used. 8 ults invested. Will go the way of the Squirrel Squad. However, Neptune comes in and finds one. The one ult still on the board finds value. Both supports taken down here for the Squirrel Squad, as the Astros do not allow checkpoint. Get some extra meterage here as well post checkpoint. Recall forced early here from Voyager, as Real Dog is way behind enemy lines right now, doing ball things as you would. Looking for a slam here, but actually will think against it and run away. Riddlebin is too smart for that. Oh, big stick over on towards Neptune. Annihilation here from Renegade in the back line, trying to force him back. We'll find two. My friend Real Dog here as well if they're not careful. Real Dog just trying to boop the Annihilation away, but Voyager runs back into it. Not looking good here for Shangri-La Squirrel Squad. As Real Dog falling so low on the point. Forced retreat. Donfry taking the 1v1 with Voyager in the back line. And Cart continues to move here. Real Dog does have Minefield. Lays it out here over on the point. They're all kind of funneled into that small mega room over on towards the left, but they're able to stay alive for long enough here as the mini sustains Dish. And look for potentially a recontest here with a Casino Rush. Casino Rush Visor? Oh my god, the actual chills alert. Actual chills alert inbound here. Holy shit! Holy shit! Huge play. Jack falling low. The Shangri-La Squirrel Squad have stabilized here. And will take control of the bot back. Alright, other game came back online. Yes, unfortunately, there's no game volume because when you do this screen, there's two games going on. And it'll be very confusing. Yeah. It's unfortunate. It's just unfortunate the way the BOON1ESPN has to work when there's two games going on at the same time. Once there's only one game, we'll get volume back. Once there's only one game. But. Alright, both portal elements online. For Shangri-La Squirrel Squad, a Visor still able to be invested from Spinal for the Astro should they decide to do so. B from Donafry comes out. Rue falling low, force retreat, and Suzu as well. The slam on the Visor. Chills warning for the Visor. Could be huge. Could not be either. Voyager's Pulse and Slade's Ebola Shot going to go wide here. Neptune will have the overclock for the recontest. Looking for some shots here, but it's going to get shot down. Rue, with the help of Real Dog, bounce him around. We'll do just fine. The slam in over on towards Spinal. And that probably will be a checkpoint going the way of the Shangri-La Squirrel Squad. As for the other game, the Plague take first control of our first point of New Junk City and are up 35-0 right now in terms of the percentages. Checkpoint Gunner now kind of a one-fight territory, and you're walking into the minefield and no ults to respond. Oh no, and a disconnect from Spinal too. That's not good. That is not too good. Alright, back over on towards this game here. For the Hyrax versus the Plague. Whalefish does fine too with that Zarya in the Casino Rush. Facing that ultimate. They're going to invest the Blizzard here actually being the Prog Plague. Just resetting Whalefish's charge, I guess. As there's just a lot. They invested Orbiter Ray in as well. They think it's winnable for Plague. Orbiter Ray, Reaper on the point. No tank for the recontest. Lobster down. Nort being the demon. The Zarya has returned now. Kustrush out from WK. Oh, the Suzu comes in just the right time, but it's not going to be enough. And the Hyraxes will flip at 99%. No, the Ashes did not win. There was a pause. Spinal disconnected. So, we are waiting for Spinal to return. Because I mean, if I throw on desktop audio, it's just their comm, so it would be very distracting. You just have the.
No, they're looking bottom.
I guess you can hear Diet Shroud from Corey if you want. You can hear Diet Shroud.
Wait, Zara wall.
Shooting Zar. Nice. No,
I can wave.
we shouldn't need all.
Walk me.
I'm gonna go pressure their Juno.
Okay.
I'm with you.
Go pressure out that Juno real quick. Oh, almost got the kill.
We can use grab for aggressive.
Yeah. Grab first again. Grab first again.
All right. We don't want to get into their comms to to leak those. We'll be good little boys and girls here. Norlic from the spawn, but they can't even touch the Graviton Surge from Willfish. Too good. Keeps him back, and Marduk's forced to reset on that charge as well. As the first flip goes to the Hyraxes. First point, I should say. Spinal has yet to rejoin on the other game. Hey, Bay1. Alright, Pulse Bomb here, out from Did You See Me? Looking to land it here, but with Strudel down early, the Hyraxes might even need it. Kusinush is invested here from WK. Mardox finds 2 in the back end, but the numbers favor the Hyraxes for now as Willfish gets that charge and starts beaming down the enemies. He gets 3 at the end. Well, I will leak your comms for comms check after I asked your captain if it's okay if I did so, and they said yes. So I didn't ask Flamojambo if I could leak his comms, so I'm being a good Samaritan. I don't want BOON1ESPN overtime to get canceled. You know, I'd hate for that. You also would all hate for that, wouldn't you? Maybe. Blizzard from Strudel. Does lockdown Willfish, but a good use of the Tidal Rush try to keep the Zarya alive, but will expire at just the wrong time. And point flip here for the Plague. Off the back of that big Blizzard there from Strudel. Locking down Willfish. However, you are walking with your own Blizzard, your own Graviton Surge. Marnox might be close to one of their own as well. For the grab, I mean, but...
These beats are the purest.
Oh, hold on. Gotta hit him with it. Potentially the first white boy ever to get it popping. Maybe. You should need to ask HVSec. This is Trollage Beat. This is HVSec's most listened to song of all time on Spotify. I believe this might even have like 1 million views on YouTube, I think. So yeah, ask HVSec why he made this, but it is his most popular song. I don't know what was going through his mind when he made this. Maybe nothing. Maybe he has dementia. Maybe this is why he made the song to stand up for his fellow people. And by the way, the Plague are going to take the second point tier of New Junk City as Strudel goes ballistic mode. We'll let the song play this out here. Alright, so apparently Spinal's roommate unplugged their router. Phyrexian. No. I don't think so. I don't think I will. Hyraxes. I'm not gonna say Phyrexian. Oh, I mean the actual like title, the place they're from, not Hyraxes, but Phyrexian, Hyraxes. I'm just gonna kill him. I should have put Flammogem in the kill you tier. I was too nice to put him in the C tier for Kitty. Oh hey, by the way, his other game's back. So down Spinal, walking into a minefield. Checkpoint has been gained here for Shangri-La Squirrel Squad. Now Neptune being Riddle Dog being a nuisance. Riddlebin continues to be a problem. Here comes out the minefield on the point. Renegade is in tough position here. Has to back away. Annihilation does come out, but Donner Fried first to fall. Bola shot out. Voyager taken up by Spine, but Slade with multiple kills here. No tank on the field. See, Yak, look how good Spinal's at living. See, look at that. Look at that. Never mind.
These beats are the purest.
Where's bro going in the skybox? Renegade with a swap as well over to match the Wrecking Ball, try to match the Real Dog Aura. Gonna use a continuation. Only 4 meters separate them, but Astro's maintain control. Back over the Hyraxes and Plague game, we are going to have the Phyrexian Hyraxes now at match point, down 2-1 to the Plague. On the New Junk City control points. Plague taking that last one there as well. Both sports online now for the Squirrel Squad. Donfight to open things up with that beat. Jack just flying around, being a nuisance on this Mercy. Trying to keep their wings from getting clipped. When do we see some of these ultimates coming out here for the side of the Squirrel Squad? Big slam on a dish. Dish 1 HP, and Jack with a Glock shuts that down. Oh, Rue does fall, but they got the rush off in time. Donna Fry going down. The res from Jack. And this might just be checkpoint. This might just be the lead taken. At 41 seconds remaining. Hyrax. Oh, the touch. At just last second, Real Dog with the mines on the point. Nobody's there for the touch. Less than 2 meters separating these teams right now. Voyager with the pulse bomb has to be the hero. Big slam. Oh, 1 HP. Just for the Suzu, just in time. Rue and Jack with the high ground. The pulse bomb is there. Just not in range of Neptune's little tootsies. They're still fighting this one. Neptune's 1 HP. Voyager on the hunt. Do they get out 6 HP? Does Neptune get out with the Suzu's there from Dish? Neptune's still surviving. Neptune is him. Neptune refuses to fall. And now the visor of the spine on the high ground. Donfight is going down. Overtime Ticker's going away. Voyager finds 2. Slade falls to the visor from the spine, but 3 kills. Spinal has to be a hero. The DPS duo might just do it here. Neptune 1 HP. It's just Spine on the legs. Do they have the legs to bring it over the finish line? Do they have it? Hold. Real Dog with another minefield. They don't have it. Insane. But we can't sell it for too long. We're back here. As 99% garnered here for the Hyraxes. The Hyrax. And the Plague are now still at match point. 27%. Getting up on 30. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to not have Riddlebin be the MVP there. In another BOON1ESPN Power Rankings upset. Perhaps I suck at this. If the Plague win this match, I'm done. I'm 0 for 3 on the BOON1ESPN overtime. I'm done. I'm cooked. Didn't You See Me does have this ultimate online. Oh, Didn't You See Me finds Annex 2. Good start here for him. Holy Wolfish is 1 HP. And dies to Mardox's just grab energy. But Didn't You See Me finds one with the Death Blossom. It's just Corey on the point versus Nort Logic. And WK as well for the healing. And we're going all the way to point 3. Yeah, the gas station bowl is done. And it goes to Riddlebin because he got that gas. I've got a booner. Oh, I gotta get better stamina than that. Holy fuck! I got a raging booner right now. My God, there we go. But we do have Lobster with his open array, ready for his final point to open up here onto New Junk City. Map point, everything. Yeah, I'm straight booning it. Who the fuck booning they shit? I don't know. A lot of shit going down right now. I wonder if I can maybe get into this game. Overrate from Lobster is huge. Strudel down. Just Mardox on point right now. Trying to stay alive, but gets just melted down by Didn't You See Me. And Willfish finds 2 at the back of that one. Hyrax take first control here. Oh, hey, look, there's HP suck, guys. You can ask me your question. Why he discovered fire. We're just gonna close that. We don't need the Overwatch open anymore. Casino Rush out here from WK, still ready to be unleashed. Over to Ray, as well as Speed Boost engage for the Plague. 2-for-1 exchange. No logic down, but it's going to be for both DPS as well as Mardox has the energy now to shut down that Casino Rush with the over to Ray. Javunker Jakveen is going to be WK. %67% for the Hyrax here. This one fight territory for him. Plague looking to equalize. Willfish does have the grav. One bubble forced out of Mardox here. Both bubbles now forced out of Mardox. Do decide to go for it. Here comes a Death Blossom out from Annex 2. Finds Lobster. That's a huge opening pick. And forces him back. With Corey down as well. And the reset on Willfish's charge. This could be disastrous for the Hyrax. As Plague are now sitting here with some ultimates. Most likely, I don't know. The grab from Willfish has to be huge here. Who up streaking the booners? The Blizzard out from Strudel. The grab onto the wall. Willfish is down. They do get exchange on towards Paintballer. The Hyrax have the numbers on the points. Do they have the flip here? Oh, with Annex 2. They're going to have Did You See Me? Whips out the Death Blossom. And finds 2. And they're staggering out Nort Logic as well. Big stagger on Nort. Didn't You See Me actually hits the Thanos. TP onto the point here. But the Casinos from WK might just be the sealing the deal with Annex 2 down. Looking at the ball, and that's going to do it. The Hyrax going to take this map and take this match. An extremely close affair. Woo. Yo, Bangs, get down, bro. Whatever, 5-head. Here. There you go. More 5-head. Holy shamoli. Very close games here to end things out. We won't talk about the one on the top right. Just make sure we get all of our scores correct. You can close our windows and get in our cool little pictures to get one final big. I know we need this one. You can come in here and there we go. And then we need to Squirrel Squad. Squirrel Squad. Alrighty, there we go. Now I get to give us some MVPs. So for the first game, definitely Silvertells looking clean on that DPS. Paired up with Killjoy very well. Squirrel Squad, Riddle Dog, Riddle Bin. And for the Hyraxes, probably definitely a toss-up. I have every map I watched, Willfish did good, but I'm gonna give it to Didn't You See Me. We're gonna give it to the rookie just because of that last map, that last fight, big Death Blossom. We'll give it to Didn't You See Me. Wow, just Greg, waiting for the party at 2, just in time for us to go offline as well. Because I've been going for 2 hours and 15 minutes. I haven't had a sip of water. I'm hungry as fuck. But thank you ever so much for tuning in and watching. We hope you had fun with the BOON1ESPN overtime. Yeah, hopefully you guys had a good time here with BOON1ESPN overtime. Getting to watch all 3 games at a decent pace. You know, we just get to see some plays from all of them. Yeah, with that being said, that's going to do it for week 2, actually. Week 2 is all done. That was all the games are accounted for now. So we're heading into week 3, final week of stage 1. Very important games coming up here to decide who goes into which group going forward. So, yeah, stay tuned for that. Stay tuned to the Discord, all of our social, all that. And, yeah, with that being said, stay safe, stay healthy. Have a great rest of your day, buddy.